Hi, everyone. I have a very rare pleasure tonight. I have the pleasure of introducing my mentor, Congressman John Conyers, Chairman John Conyers. That's right, that's right. You can give him a hand. He's here because he thinks so highly of the 21st century Democrats and Tom Harkin. So, without further ado, the chairman himself, John Conyers.
Well, what a wild, radical-looking crowd we have here this evening. I wish I had bought my gavel so I could call you to order and silence the unruly ones. But we're out of work, Mr. Chairman, so relax, have a drink, calm down. But there's excitement in the air, isn't there? There's a feeling that this country is moving in a new direction. And it's hard to tell just how much a role the 21st century Democrats have played in that. But, you know, you work from the bottom up. You don't make the headlines as regularly as you ought. But what you do is so important. Community organizing, dealing with the issues of the people on the ground. That's what brings us together and helps me so much in what I think is the most exciting period of time in my career. That is that we can not only take the government back, but turn back the signs of an imperial presidency that has determined to cut short the constitutional rights of all of us, who does not believe in dealing with the prerogatives and equality of all three branches of government, and who by direction and deceit has led us into a war so tragic that it's now far, far harder to extricate ourselves from than it is to have gotten into it into the first place. And so I come to you tonight saying that the change that America hungers for is going to be rested and rooted in the ideas that have brought you together, the Harkins of this world. Senator Harkin, I haven't seen him yet, but let's give him a round of applause for the incredible work that he has done. See, I knew him as a congressman, and he was just the way he is now when he came to the Congress, not afraid to stand up, speaking truth to power, and trying to bring about the change that we all think is so necessary. And so on this cusp of a change, we need you more than ever. These next several months are going to determine the future of the country, and the future of the country will affect the directions and the fate and the lives of the people in the rest of the world. Not because we are number one, because we are superior in military might or financial strength or political muscle, but because we are going to exemplify the tenets of a constitutional democracy, which on paper works out pretty well, but in practice has a lot of problems. And it's in that spirit that I join you tonight to tell you that we are due an accounting, not just in the Congress, but in America. We want to know and we want to document And we in the Judiciary Committee in the House of Representatives feel very strongly that the way that some of this documentation goes on does not extend into any future presidents. Enough, George W. Bush, is enough. We're not going to let those signing statements, those FBI letters, those wiretapping of U.S. citizens, those violations of treaty after treaty after treaty go unnoticed. And so I say to the next president, a Democratic president, we don't want you to get your hands on any of those excesses that the president is trying to claim as commander-in-chief, which lets him rise above the written federal law of this country. And so it's in that sense I join you proudly to celebrate the work you've done and to recognize you must be freezing your butts off. And so I thank you very much for your kind attention.
I want to special thanks for Chairman Conyers for being here tonight. It was so gracious of him to come over. Thank you so much.